A few years ago, a young professional named Alex got the news he had been waiting for. A promotion, a bigger salary, more money than he had ever earned before. For years, Alex believed this moment would change everything. He imagined finally feeling financially free. No more checking his bank account before buying something. No more worrying about unexpected expenses. No more feeling like he was always one step behind. But something strange happened. 5 years later, Alex was earning almost twice as much money, yet he felt exactly the same. He still felt pressure every month. He still waited for his next paycheck. He still wondered where all his money went. The confusing part was that Alex was not wasting money on anything crazy. He was not buying private jets. He was not gambling. He was not making reckless investments. He was simply upgrading his life. A better apartment, a newer car, more subscriptions, more expensive restaurants, better vacations. Everything looked like success, but underneath the surface, something else was happening. His income was growing, but his freedom was not. And this is one of the biggest financial mysteries of modern life. Why does earning more money not always make people richer? For many people, the dream is simple. Make more money, get a better job, increase your salary. Then everything becomes easier. And sometimes it does. Higher income can create better opportunities. It can reduce stress. It can provide security. But there is a hidden force that quietly follows many people as they earn more. It is called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation means that when your income increases, your spending slowly increases with it. Not because you are irresponsible, not because you are bad with money, but because your idea of a normal life changes. The apartment you loved 5 years ago suddenly feels too small. The car that used to feel reliable suddenly feels outdated. The phone that worked perfectly suddenly feels old. The restaurants you once considered special become your regular choices. Your income increases, but your definition of enough moves further away. And that is the trap. Imagine Alex at age 25. He just started his first professional job. He earns $55,000 per year. His apartment is small but comfortable. He drives an older car that is fully paid off. He cooks most of his meals. He has some entertainment subscriptions, but nothing excessive. Every month, after paying his expenses, he saves and invests part of his income. Life is not perfect, but he has something valuable, a gap between what he earns and what he spends. That gap is where financial progress happens. Then, at age 28, Alex gets a promotion. His salary increases to $75,000. He celebrates. And he should. A higher salary is the result of hard work, but then the upgrades begin. The small apartment becomes a nicer apartment. The old car becomes a monthly car payment. The simple lifestyle becomes a more expensive lifestyle. Nothing seems unreasonable. The apartment is only a little more expensive. The car payment is manageable. The extra subscriptions are only a few dollars each, but together they change everything. The extra income that could have created wealth has already been assigned to a new lifestyle. This is the part many people miss. The problem is not that people spend money. Spending money is the reason economies work. Businesses create products because people buy things. Companies hire employees because customers spend money. Consumption creates innovation and growth. The problem is when every increase in income automatically becomes an increase in expenses. Because when that happens, your future income is already committed before you even receive it. Your next raise is no longer creating freedom. It is simply paying for the lifestyle you already upgraded into. This pattern is everywhere. A person gets a new job and moves into a more expensive apartment. Then the apartment creates new needs. A nicer place needs better furniture. Better furniture makes the old decorations look cheap. The new neighborhood has more expensive restaurants. The commute requires a better car. The better car requires higher insurance. One decision creates another. And slowly, a higher income becomes a higher cost of living. The person is earning more, but they are not building more. Companies understand this human behavior very well. Modern businesses are not only selling products, they are selling upgrades. The newest phone is not just a device. It represents being current. A luxury car is not only transportation, it represents achievement. A premium subscription is not only access, it represents convenience. Companies study what makes people feel successful, comfortable, and rewarded, because people do not only buy what they need, they buy what they believe their success should look like. And this creates a powerful cycle. Work harder, earn more, upgrade your lifestyle, need more income, work even harder. The financial industry also benefits from this cycle. Banks provide larger loans when people earn more. Car companies offer more expensive vehicles. Credit card companies increase spending limits. Real estate markets encourage buyers to stretch for larger homes. Again, none of these systems are automatically bad. Credit can help people build businesses. Loans can help families buy homes. Financing can create opportunities. But every financial tool has a question attached to it. Does this create more freedom, or does this create more dependence? Because those two things can look identical at the beginning. A higher salary can actually create a dangerous illusion. People think, I make more money now, so I can afford this. But affordability and wealth are not the same thing. A person making $120,000 per year with high monthly expenses may have less financial flexibility than someone making $70,000 and saving consistently. Income tells you how much money comes in. Wealth tells you how much control you have over your life. Those are completely different measurements. This is why some high-income people still feel broke. They are not broke because they earn too little. They are broke because every dollar already has a destination. The paycheck arrives, mortgage takes a portion, car payment takes another, subscriptions take another, restaurants take another, lifestyle expenses take another. By the end of the month, the person who earns six figures may have the same feeling as someone earning much less. There is no breathing room, no flexibility, no margin. The biggest irony is that lifestyle inflation often starts with good intentions. People upgrade because they believe they deserve it, and sometimes they do. After years of hard work, enjoying the results is completely reasonable. Money exists to improve your life. The goal is not to reject comfort. The goal is to make sure comfort does not quietly become a financial obligation, because the same lifestyle that feels rewarding today can become a responsibility tomorrow. The difference between people who build wealth and people who stay financially stressed is often not their income. It is what happens after their income increases. Some people increase their lifestyle first. Others increase their assets first. One buys more things. The other buys more options. The second person may not look successful immediately. They might drive an older car, live in a simpler home, avoid unnecessary upgrades, but over time something changes. Their money starts working for them, their investments grow, their choices expand, their dependence on a paycheck decreases. The strange truth about money is that your first big raise is not always the moment you become wealthy. Sometimes it is the moment you accidentally become more expensive, because every lifestyle upgrade creates a new version of normal, and once that new normal arrives, going backward feels like failure, even when going backward could actually create freedom. The question is not whether you should enjoy the money you earn. You should. The real question is, when your income increases, what increases with it? More payments, more responsibilities, more things to maintain, or more freedom? Because the biggest financial decisions are rarely the dramatic ones. They are the small upgrades that happen quietly over years. The apartment that became slightly bigger, the car that became slightly newer, the subscriptions that became slightly more expensive, the lifestyle that slowly consumed every raise. And maybe the biggest financial secret is this: getting richer is not only about earning more money. It is about making sure every increase in income creates more freedom instead of simply creating a more expensive life.